Any popular franchise is bound to have its fair share of knockoff toys, from Robert Cop 2, the furniture of law enforcement, to Gusto Choo Choo's Easy Comedy, the mini train, and of course, who can forget, Dennis. Of course, the Cars series is no exception to knockoff toys either, being an incredibly popular and merchandisable franchise, and something that it's pretty easy to make a knockoff of. Anyway guys, welcome back to yet another video into weird Disney Cars knockoff products. I've been doing weird products on this channel since 2019. This is the 20th episode. I've been wanting to do weird knockoffs for the longest time, and I thought this would be a great time to do it. I could do so many episodes of this series, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for covering weird knockoffs. Of course, me starting to do episodes on knockoffs doesn't mean I'll stop the regular weird products. But yeah, just so you guys know, there might be a few less weird products in this episode than usual, and that's because there is a lot to talk about with each of these weird knockoffs. So, let's get started. The world of knockoff Cars diecasts is an interesting one, and also a pretty dangerous one, apparently, as I'm pretty sure a knockoff Cars diecast set pretty similar to this one was made with some, like, dangerous materials. I'm not sure, I just remember hearing that at one point. I would not recommend buying any weird products that I discussed in this episode, looking into buying any of them, visiting websites where they're being sold. They are all very, very, very shady. Anyway, though, here you can see we have a 4-pack of speed cars. Yeah, speed cars! Featuring Lightning, Jackson, Cruz, and... something you'll see pretty often with these Cars knockoffs is, putting the decals of one character onto the body of another. Clearly this is Smokey's body, but with the details of Mater on it, and I'm sorry, that is just the funniest thing to me. But also, side note, the cars that we see here aren't the same as the ones in the box that we see next to them. Look at that. That McQueen is definitely missing his spoiler in the box. None of them have colored-in windows. They look a bit, like, differently shaped. The wheels are completely different. In fact, the Cruz, Jackson, and Lightning here, I'm pretty sure they're pictures of a different set of Cars knockoffs. Smokey Mater, though, seems the same. Mokey? Smater? Mate Key? What do we want to call him? Another very popular type of Cars knockoff toy is monster trucks. There are so many knockoff Cars monster truck toys out there. In fact, I believe Disney Docket recently reviewed a set of them. And this one has a great selection. These are of a larger scale. You'll also see a lot of these knockoff toys are... a lot of them are remote control, or like the scale an RC car would be. But here you can see a great set of 3 with Lightning. Of course, we also have Cruz. And finally, we have Jackson Storm. But wait! Because if you look closer, all 3 of them are McQueen. The McQueen is McQueen, the Cruz is McQueen, even the Jackson is the shape of the one and only Lightning McQueen. These are beautiful. These are absolutely incredible. A running trend you'll see with all of these is just how interesting the boxes are, always using a strange mix of different images and logos and such. And there's always broken English involved. There's never, like, correct formal English, because this was probably written in another language, and, like, Google translated back into English. But they do have a Cars 3 logo, although it's definitely not the real one. The last one had the real Cars 3 logo. We've got a picture of Cars 3 McQueen, just as generic art, and a picture of what looks like the walk-around model of Cruz that they drive around Cars Land, and you can see it is an alloy pullback car with light and sound. So don't worry, guys. It has light and sound. Not lights and sounds, though. Just one light and one sound. Sorry. There are so many Cars Transformers knockoffs out there. Like, so many that I only picked 2 for this episode, because I knew I could definitely cover more of these in future ones. Almost all of them are McQueens that turn into Transformer-looking robots. And this one just had to be my favorite because of the fact that McQueen's bumper with his huge mouth makes up the chest plate. He's got his huge smile, and I just think that's just classic. Now, the strange thing is that the McQueen in the image there doesn't seem to have the same mouth, and kind of looks like an actual piece of Cars 3 merchandise that came out around 2017, so, you know, I wonder what this looks like when it's in McQueen mode, because it doesn't seem to be that. Another strange thing is the fact that it comes with, actually comes with a remote control, and it looks like even batteries or a charger. The box is great, too, featuring, I can't even tell what it says above the Cars logo, unfortunately, but, you can see, once again, same stock standard Cars 3 McQueen image, alongside an image of Optimus Prime, I believe that's Optimus Prime, recolored and edited to look like McQueen. That's probably a piece of fan art that they stole, honestly. And you can see it comes from a toy line called Robot Deformation Autobots. You don't transform it. According to the box, you deform it. That's not a good use of words, guys. But once again, a classic case of something being mistranslated, or obviously, oh, we can't use the word transform, so let's use another similar word. Now it's a deformer. Yo, Michael Bay! Get the car deformers in Transformers 6, come on! Okay, so this is another one that I really wanted to talk about. This is a diecast set, once again from Cars 3. Everything in this video so far has included Cars 3 logo, so they're all recent. Honestly, they all look pretty much the same, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're all made by, like, the same company. But, this one is just so interesting, including a very high amount of characters, with a total of 12 cars, all, of course, from Cars 3. Trust me. The box features generic stock art of Cars 2 McQueen, Miss Fritter, and Jackson Storm, and labels itself as a good partner, which I can't see any other writing. I can't make out the rest of the writing there, but okay then. The pack includes some great characters like McQueen, whose headlights are upside down, Silver Jeff Gorvette, Snot Rod, who is probably the most okay-looking car. You'll also notice that all of these cars have the exact same wheels. That seems to be pretty common with the knockoffs. We then have Dinoco Cruz, who is clearly just using the mold of a Cars 2 McQueen. Speaking of which, the same is true for Jackson Storm. We then have Dinoco Chick Hicks, who, again, is actually pretty okay looking. He and Snot Rod might be the most okay looking. Then we have Claude Scruggs, Leakless, number 52, who also looks enough like the character. You know who doesn't, though? Cal Weathers, who reuses the mold for Leakless. And his Dinoco logo is even, like, offset. Then we have Ramon, Purple Ramon, who is definitely lacking in detail. Finn McMissile, who's okay. Also, side note, just realized that Ramon has the side details from Yellow Ramon, I think. Finn McMissile is honestly okay. He's missing his headlights. And then we have this beauty right here. This is Doc painted black to be Sheriff. He has a Sheriff writing on the side, but he's Doc. It's incredible. And then finally we have Fillmore, question mark. This is the only one who honestly, like, I mean, clearly it's supposed to be Fillmore, but it's red. It has completely different detailing on the side. I don't know what they were going with here. For the rest of these, you could tell at least who it was trying to be, but for Fillmore here, I don't really know what's going on, but I mean, these are incredible. Come on. And finally, for today, this next one is absolutely classic. Now, I'd like you to, for a moment, imagine a hypothetical. At first, this might not seem relevant to the rest of the video, but trust me, it is, okay? Imagine the final battle of Avengers Endgame. Captain America is standing there, one man against Thanos' giant army. All of a sudden, he hears a voice, and then a giant portal opens up behind him, and through it walks Spider-Man. Then another one, but in this one is Batman. Then another portal with Superman. Then the Blue Power Ranger walks out. After him, none other than Shrek himself. And finally, one last portal opens, with Lightning McQueen inside. The heroes all boldly stand behind Cap, ready to take on the army. As Captain America grits his teeth, he says one thing. Sense of right alliance? Assemble. This is the Sense of Right Alliance. Something that I'm sure some of you have probably already seen. It's a pretty famous knockoff toy, which features an incredible array of copywritten characters, forming, I guess, a super team called the Sense of Right Alliance, which is great, because, you know, they all have the proper sense of right, compared to the Sense of Wrong Alliance. Those guys are bad news. This particular pack includes a blue Lightning McQueen, the blue Power Ranger, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man without his spider logo, and Shrek, who's just the complete wrong shade of green. Out of all of these characters, I mean, McQueen's blue. Like, at least Shrek is still green, but this is just Rusty's McQueen in blue. And, I mean, that's incredible. As you can see up top, there's just this incredible DeviantArt-esque collage of, like I said, copywritten characters with a mix of screenshots from the movies and miscellaneous copywritten images. We have McQueen, we have Superman, we have Shrek with Donkey, Mr. Incredible, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man suit, as well as the black suit. The red Power Ranger looks like the Christian Bale Dark Knight trilogy Batman. And then I want to say this is the Ninja Turtle design from the 4Kids show. You could even see Splinter back there, but I don't think I can make out all four of them. And these make up the Sense of Right Alliance. But this isn't the only Sense of Right Alliance toy. In fact, there's another pack which swaps out the blue Power Ranger and blue McQueen for a yellow Power Ranger and yellow McQueen, but keeps the rest of the characters the same. There's also another version with a green Power Ranger and the symbiote suit Spider-Man, and several other ones that don't include McQueen and have other characters. It's incredible. Sense of Right Alliance has garnered quite the cult following online, with a bunch of fan art, like this great comic book covered inspired piece by Matthias Soto on DeviantArt. There are a bunch of fake movie posters. I especially like this one that was posted to Reddit. Sense of Right Alliance. When justice calls, not even copyright laws can stop them. And just bonus points for the guy who credited all of the actors who play the characters. Mike Myers, Christian Bale, Andrew Garfield, Henry Cavill, Owen Wilson. That's so good. That's so good. There's quite the following for Sense of Right Alliance, and it's been so hard for me to film this segment without absolutely cracking up. So I think I'm going to end it here. Honestly, I would love to do an entire video on the Sense of Right Alliance. I don't usually set like goals, but I'll say this. If this video gets to 50 likes, I will do an entire episode of my Have You Heard Of series about the Sense of Right Alliance, because I think it's really worth talking about. So, if you want me to do that, make sure to like the video. If it gets 50 likes, I will be doing that. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this first ever episode of Weird Cars Knockoff Products. I'll see you guys next time, probably for a normal episode of Weird Products, but we'll see. Bye now.